Hi, I'm Margaret. This is the book Arbor. It's represented by the arbor as you walk in the door. And I've been open 16 years now. I have new and used books, and mostly used, paperback, hardback. And if you have found a new author and you want to know what else they've written, you come here and we'll show you something else that they've got in their history.
Where are you located?
Oh, we're in Hurricane, Utah, right at State and Main Street, and in between two antique stores, right next to a laundromat. So we get customers from all around the world. They think they brought enough books to read when they're visiting Zion, but they have more downtown than they thought they'd have, so now they have to switch up their books. So I get books in from all over the world. Australia, Greenland, all over Europe, Hawaii. Someday I'll go to Hawaii.
So just come on in.
But I love talking books from people just from everywhere. Their background is all so different. I had somebody come in and she had a dime in her hand and she said, "Is this a 10? Yeah, that's a 10. That's not what we call it, but yeah, it's been fun. I've enjoyed putting this collection together and just reading all that I want to read. I find a book every day that I want to read, and I don't read a book every day. So,
how long have you been here?
16 years. Last March. I started with 4,500 books, and there's probably 25,000 in here now, plus some in storage. So when somebody comes in and buys up an author, I can replenish the shelf. So,
what made you want to start a bookstore?
Well, I've always been a reader and have done some writing myself. And my husband was heading for the golf course. And I said, I want something fun to do too. And so he built all these shelves for me. And some were built by a son-in-law. But he built most of them. And in between working at the golf course and playing at the golf course, he put the shelves together. And he would sometimes talk with people from the same countries that I did because they came here to golf. And we'd both get to talk golf and books to the same people. So it was fun that way.
How do you like living in Hurricane?
Oh, we came from California. Well, we'd been in several states, but directly from California. And we don't miss the freeways. We don't miss how noisy the airplanes are when they fly overhead because they're just taking off or landing. So many airports in Southern California. And the air is clearer, so it's easier to breathe here. It's just quieter, and we like it. We love it.
Isn't this the way to get to Zion?
Yes, they come right through here. I think when we moved here, there were like 20,000 cars a day coming through, and it's so much busier now. I'd have to check those numbers, but it's a very busy freeway. We hear semi-trucks screeching to a halt at the light right here on the corner. And sirens, the police department and fire department are right nearby. And so when we have an earthquake, it rumbles through the ceiling. It's a very old building from, I think, 1911 or so. Yeah, it's sometimes quiet. I had a little boy standing at the counter just barely peeking over, and he said, "Don't you feel lonesome in here?" And I said, because it was just he and his mother here, I said, "No, see all these books? They're all my friends." So I'm most comfortable in a room full of books, and I love it. I'm happy that I've never regretted opening up the bookstore. I've just really had fun.